Hey guys, welcome back to another item review video. Today we're looking at this, and it is the Hollyland Lark M1 wireless mic. The unboxing experience for this mic is actually pretty pleasant. Apart from the outer box, we're given a hard shell carrying case that holds the device and all the accessories, making it very easy and compact when packing this up for travel. Inside the case, we see that we have the device itself, two windscreen covers, I hate calling them dead cats, a 3.5mm TRS patch cable, a 3.5mm TRS to TRRS patch cable, a USB to USB-C charging cable, and also some really good instruction manuals that give you directions on everything. In addition to this, I also went ahead and ordered the USB-C to TRS patch cable that Hollyland sells, as well as the Lightning to TRS patch cable. These are suggested to me via Amazon, and I think it really simplifies the whole setup process. Without these two cables, the other method would have been to get an adapter piece, then use the included patch cables, but to me that would make the connection less direct, and also, Hollyland had a deal going on where you could buy a bundle of one cable with the device, and the other one was pretty cheap, so I figured I'd get both so I can record on anything I want to. So one of the most attractive things about this mic is actually the price. It's usually listed as $150. I got on Amazon for $109 bundled with the Lightning adapter, which by itself is $18. Since that was free, I added the USB-C adapter for $10, so my total came out to be about $120. From the reviews I watched, this is very affordable for the quality that people claim it provides. Other wireless mics in similar specs include the DJI wireless mic, which is on sale for about $250. Similar to the Hollyland, it also comes with two transmitters and one receiver. The other popular item is the Rode wireless ME mic. This retails for about $145, but comes only with one transmitter and one receiver. All great options, but it really comes down to the use case and how great the quality is. Now let's take a closer look at the star of the show, the actual device. Both the transmitters and the receivers are stored inside a well-built plastic charging case. The case has LEDs to show how much battery the case has, as well as a USB-C charging port at the bottom. The case is rated for charging the transmitter and receivers 2 times over again, so I don't know what that is in hours, but better than nothing. When we open the case, we see the mic and the receivers as well as the internal LEDs on the case that show when the mic and receiver is being charged. Taking them out, we can see some LEDs light up. The transmitters and receiver will automatically sync to each other and turn on when you take them out of the case, which is very convenient. The two lights on the receiver correspond to each of the transmitters. The transmitters and receivers are rated for 8 hours of runtime and take about an hour and a half to fully charge in the case. Taking a look at the receiver, we see two buttons on the left side. They correspond to volume up and volume down with the click. We only have 3 volume settings, being low, medium, and high. If you long press the volume up button, we can manually sync transmitters to it, and if you long press the volume down, you can switch the audio modes from mono to stereo. This also turns the LED from blue to green. This makes it so instead of using one mic to record, you can use each of them to record a stereo effect, making the sound come from the left and right side of your speakers. Now in my testing, I did not use the TRRS cable, which is used for stereo, so while I didn't use that, it is still a feature that's pretty handy. We also have a USB-C charging port that we can use to charge apart from the case. On the right side, we have a 3.5mm jack for audio, as well as a power button if you want to manually turn off the device. We also have a nice clip on the back of the receiver where you can clip onto your camera or whatever you're choosing to record with. Moving on to the transmitters, we have the mic at the top and front, 2 buttons on the side. The black one is a power button, while the yellow one is a combination. One press gives you noise cancellation and turns the blue LED green, and a long press will give you manual pairing mode. This is how it looks with the windscreen covers on, and similar to the receiver, we also have a clip on the back so you can clip it to yourself or your hat or whatever you're using to wear the actual transmitter. Overall, the device have a great build quality, and the LEDs are very helpful to know what's going on. If the light is solid, it's connected and ready to go. If it's blinking, they're not synced to one another. One thing I like to see in addition is the LEDs corresponding to what volume we're recording on the receiver. You kind of have to guess, or you have to manually reset all the way down and then go from there if you want low, medium, and high. Next up, we're going to be doing some outdoor audio tests with a Hollyland mic so you can see what it sounds like. Alright guys, so this is the Hollyland mic. This is the transmitter right here. Pretty small. I don't have the wind muffler on it. I'll see how it sounds with it and without it. It's not too windy today, but just clip it anywhere. And this is the sound quality. We'll do a range test later where I walk down and we'll see when it cuts out. But in a pretty noisy environment, it's not too bad. We're over a bridge with traffic, so we'll go over there and see how the active noise cancellation works. And the current setup I have right now to record, because I don't have a mount for my phone, and I'm using my phone to record mainly, is just a little Velcro strap, and I went ahead and clipped this on. That way it's not dangling free. So you can mount this on a tripod or hold it by hand, and it works pretty well. Okay, we're gonna do a quick sound test. This is with the mic on. We'll do a sound test with the mic out using the phone microphone, and then we'll also do one using AirPods and see how that sounds. Okay, so this is how the recording sounds through the iPhone's microphone. Let me know if it sounds better. I guess I'll hear it when I edit. Okay, now I'm using Apple AirPods to see. So the video I recorded earlier outside actually didn't capture audio from my AirPods. It captured audio from my phone. You have to use a third-party app to capture audio. There's some paid ones. I'm using the DJI Mimo app, and this is what the audio sounds like coming from the AirPods compared to the Hollyland mic and the internal mic. Okay, now we're over a busy highway. Again, it's not too windy. We'll go ahead and put on the wind muffler and see if that helps at all. Okay, I don't know if this changes. You guys be the judge. But we're gonna go ahead and try the noise cancellation. So there are noises around right now. It's kind of noisy. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it on and see if there is a difference. So you just click this button right here. The light turns green. And right now there's active noise cancellation. So again, we'll see in the edit if it actually matters. A lot of noise right now. When I've watched reviews of this, there's a digital effect that it applies to cancel the noise. I'm not sure if it makes it better. Let's go ahead and turn it off right now. So the light is blue. Noise cancellation is off. I'm talking. And then we turn it back on. And is it better? I don't know. Okay, now we're gonna do a range test. My camerawoman's gonna walk back and I'm gonna walk backwards, and we're gonna see if the volume cuts out as we do it. So we're walking back right now, and I will fast forward through this. When I'm talking, you're probably wondering, how long is this? How far is this? I don't know. Distance? Maybe 30 yards now? I'm not good at distance. I don't have good eyesight, so my depth perception isn't that good. But I would say right now we're getting close to 100 feet. At least I think so. And this is rated for, I forgot how many I'll put up on screen. We're going back some. And right now we're pretty far. So if it starts cutting out, we'll know. But I can't imagine myself being further than this. So now we're gonna come back to each other, and we're gonna see if and when, if it did cut out, we're gonna see it come back. And if it didn't cut out, then I'm just talking to you about weird stuff. But I do that anyway. So hopefully the audio quality kept good. It was clear line of sight, so I don't think there should be any issues in terms of signal. But we'll tell. Okay, now we have both mics out on two different people, which is probably a more normal use case because you have two transmitters. Go ahead and talk.
I don't know what to say.
So we'll just talk at the same time to make sure there's no overlapping stuff. So,
grumble, grumble.
Grumble, grumble. How was your day? How's the weather right now?
Chicken and steak and
yeah, chicken steak's really good.
Thai food.
Thai food. We're gonna get Thai food after this.
And fishes in the pond.
Fishes in the pond.
Fish.
All right. So I know I went ahead and showed you guys how I mount the actual receiver to the phone, where I just Velcroed it to the phone right here. If you have something like a, gimbal, it kind of gets in the way if you try to mount it there just because of the spacing here. So what I did is I just attached it via Velcro to the arm. Just requires you to get a little more creative, but it does still have full range of motion as long as the wire is free. One thing I will note is that it doesn't really tell you what setting you're on, so you kind of have to guess. But what I do, if there's only 3, I just jam one of them 3 times to make sure I am on the lowest or the highest, and then from there you can go low, middle, high. So it is annoying that there's no indicator, but it's not the end of the world, and you can go ahead and reset it. It just requires you to fidget a little bit more. So what are my thoughts on the Hollyland mic? I think it's a great affordable piece of tech that can help elevate your videos if you're into interviews or you just want clear audio outside. I won't say it's necessary because nothing is really necessary if you don't need it, but if you're in the market for a wireless lav mic, I haven't found one that delivers what this device does at this price point. It's well made, has a good amount of physical controls, and of course, if you require more tweaking, you can do so while editing your footage. The Hollyland Lark M1 has continued to be on sale like I mentioned, and if you're willing to give it a shot, I don't think you'd be disappointed. I did reach out to Hollyland to see if they would send me a mic to review, and they didn't respond, so I just bought it for myself. But I am happy with the purchase, and I plan on using it more to take some of my videos to a different level. In the parts of the videos where I wasn't wearing a mic, I was using my normal desk mic to record my audio, so keep that in mind. Alright guys, that was my quick review of the Hollyland Lark M1. What did you think? I've already told you how I feel about it, but I'm curious to hear your opinions. Are there other mics out there that accomplish the same thing for a comparable price? Maybe something I missed. Do you think buying this is worth it? I know it's subjective depending on the content you make, but it does fill a gap and it's a great piece of tech to add to your video creating toolset. As always, if you enjoy the video, please drop a like. If you want to stay tuned to my future videos, I'd appreciate if you consider subscribing, or don't, because I can't control you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye.
Recording. Let's see how it sounds like. I'm gonna turn around, move around. Okay, you can't stop.